Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. This thing's making a lot of glare. Let me stick this over here. Where is it? Where's that glary spot? There it is. Sorry, I don't want glare shining in your face. Today I'm doing a really simple, easy project here. You guys know I'm always collecting things for gift baskets and stuff for, like for Christmas or, different holidays, whatever. Birthdays or whatnot, and I love to make little gift baskets, so I thought, why not make the gift basket a gift in itself? So I picked up this set of 2 of these cotton rope woven baskets. I got these on Amazon. They were $11.99 for a set of 2. They're 7.8 inches and they are 3.15 inches high. I'll link it below the video here if anybody's interested in these. I mean, you can find something similar at, like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that too sometimes. These really came squished though when you get them. You really kind of got to mess with them and get them back into shape because they were folded down flat when they came in the mail. I was a little shocked, but they perked right back up. So I figured let's do some decoupage on here. I've seen a lot of people do this on these. This is my first time doing it. I kind of experimented on one already, the other one, because, I kind of want to know what I'm doing. But I love trying to decoupage on pretty much anything I can find. So, the first thing you got to do, pick out what kind of napkins you want to use. I am going to be using this one here. I already have a few cut out. These, I believe I got, yes, actually these I did get from Temu. I'll try to link these too below. These napkins, they're really, really pretty. I have all these beautiful roses. This one's a little bent up here, came in there, but most of them are straight. But you just want to figure out what patterns you want to use on here. Now I cut out a few of these that are going to fit, I think, pretty nicely here on the front of these baskets, and I think that's going to be gorgeous. So I'll show you how I cut these out. You're going to want to take your napkin and you're going to want to get down to the 1 ply. Now this was just, I think this one was just, I just kind of whip my fingers and do this. And they usually come apart. Yep. This one I believe maybe is a 3 ply napkin. That still feels a little thick. Is there more? No, I guess not. All right. So I guess it's just a 2 ply. It kind of felt a little bit thicker. It still does to me. I don't know why, but maybe it's just a thicker napkin. Let me just check again here. Nope, that is it. That is it. Okay, so you figure out what you want to cut out. Now this pattern was just a little bit too big for me, so I did end up cutting this flower out. I mean, you can piece together these things any way you want to. So let's see. I use my little water pen. You can use a regular paintbrush with some water, but you can find these like at Dollar Tree sometimes, or you can get them on Amazon, whatever. It's just a watercolor pen. And the little handle fills up with water, so you don't have to keep dipping into water. Let me give it a couple good squeezes here. This one may be dried out because I lost the cap. Yep, there it comes. All right. So all you do is whatever image you want to use. I may cut out some smaller pieces too that I want to use on the side of this. And the reason I do it this way, do you see how the edges are not even? They're kind of jagged. That blends in so much better when you're decoupaging anything than having a straight cut line. You want it to blend in a little bit more. So I'm just going to show you quick just how you kind of do this. Let's see, do I want to do it on a smaller one here? Let's try it on this one with the little leaves. I think I cut these leaves off because they were too high, some of them. But you just go around whatever part of the napkin you want to use, just draw a line, and then just keep your finger on top of the image so you can't see it at all. Otherwise, you're going to end up ripping it where you don't want to. And as long as you keep your finger on there, you will just be cutting it out like so. Where'd it go? There you go. And you just have that little like jagged edge, and then you just keep tracing around with the water, keeping your finger cover that image so you can't see it. Don't even have it like this, you gotta cover it. Otherwise you're gonna end up ripping things you don't want to rip. But anyway, that's how I cut these out. This is just a little cutting board from Dollar Tree. Actually, this is the top side when you get it. And it has these little rubber legs on the back. I just scrape them off with a little scraper and they popped right off. So you have this nice smooth surface. Or if you have a real nice smooth countertop or something, you can do that as well. All right, so I'm going to be using the matte finish because I don't want it to be real shiny. And we are going to start here. Let's start with this bigger piece. Figure out exactly how I want this. I want it to go up this way. So let's see, that will be the back. Or do I want that to be a side and make the front and back real pretty? Where it comes together there. I think maybe we'll do it that way. All right, so I am going to figure out exactly where I want this. Like so. I'm going to take my Mod Podge. I'm going to put it in a bowl here just to make my life easier. And then for these things that have these, like if you're doing any kind of a basket or even a wicker basket or something, I like to use like a chip brush, which I don't even see that's here right now. Where'd you go? Oh, here it is, right here in front of my face. You can get these anywhere. You can get these at a hardware store. I got a set of 3 of these from Walmart, and it's just called a chip brush. And it has like, very uneven bristles. And they're great for like staining wood and stuff too. But this works out good with this stuff because you can really kind of poke your napkin down into your weaving here. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know. But for these now, you don't want to get a lot of Mod Podge where the napkin's not going to be. So I kind of just going to put some in here, and not sure how far out that's going to go, but I don't want to get too much where I don't want it. Because you don't really want that to show. And then you're just going to push your napkin down like so. And we're going to get this whole thing kind of tacked down, if you will. Let's see. Now this one takes up a lot more space, so I think that may do that there. Whoops, I'm dropping my stuff. All right, and we're just going to tap that down just so it's placed on there and it's kind of stuck with the Mod Podge underneath. Now you're going to take some more Mod Podge, and not a ton of it like I would do like on a wooden plaque or something, but I'm going to put some of this on the top, and then we're just going to kind of tap it. I'm not going to like want to go swishing it back and forth too much. You're just kind of going to want to tap that. So, whoops, that one wants to come up on me already. So it kind of goes in the little creases of the basket. Get that piece down there. And I'm probably using a little bit too much. I just told you guys not to use too much, and I think I really just put on too much. But that's okay. It dries nice and clear. But you just want to kind of get down in those creases of these baskets. Make sure your little ends are all down. And this stuff will go right through the napkin, as long as it's not, heavily inked here. Yeah, and I'm just going to let that go right up over the top. That little leaf. That'll fit there just nicely. All right, and then we are just going to let that dry. Now, once this gets good and dry, I'm actually going to go over... Oops, I need something to set this on. Actually, I've been using these cute little lights that I got at Dollar Tree as a little stand. I just don't want it on a flat surface right now because I don't want it to get stuck. All right. And some of this stuff's going to look like it pops up, but let me tell you, I was worried about the other one that I did here, but it all laid down so nicely as it dried. I was just shocked. So, kind of see how it looks now. It's all shiny and it's all nice and wet. All right, so that is what I'm putting on the front there. I'm just going to go show you a couple pieces on here because it's very repetitive what I'm going to be doing. So, on the sides, I cut out just some of these smaller ones. The other basket I did, I think I put a lot more on. This one I'm kind of making a little more simple. So let's see, that's that side over there. I'm just eyeballing it here. So I'm thinking, whoops, do I want it this way or this way? I guess this way. All right, so that is just going to go on the side here. Maybe a little lower. So you want something under this because I made the mistake on the last one of doing it and I wasn't paying attention. I leaned it right down on the table and I ripped my napkin off. I had to take the whole thing off and start over again. Luckily it peeled right off nice for me. So that's why you really want something underneath here. So let's see. That's going to go up there a little bit higher. You just want the majority of your Mod Podge underneath these little guys. Oh, that's got to be up a little higher yet. All right, is that going to be good? Let's see. I love working with the smaller pieces. So much easier. Yep, that's right. The rose is facing the right direction. All right, let me hold this up here. I just want to get some Mod Podge over here. I think that should do it. We're just going to pat that down quick. Get it all stuck nice. I have a fan on in here. It gets so hot in this room. I hope it's not making too much noise. I really can't hear it myself, but sometimes the microphone picks it up a little bit louder, but it's so hot and humid today, and these things are going to take forever to dry. So, I mean, for you guys watching, it's going to take like 2 seconds, but in reality, this is going to take a little bit to dry because the humidity is ridiculous today. All right, so that is what I'm going to do for this. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing one more time. Put one back here, and then another one of the smaller ones on the side, just like this. There's going to be one on the other side and one on the back. But I think that's going to be so, so pretty. Okay, so let me set this one over here. I have my other one here. I'll show you that I started. So while this one is drying, I can kind of work on that. I just pulled that up with my finger. What a ditz. All right, here's the other one. Now, I'm using this napkin. Now, please don't ask me. I have no idea where this napkin was purchased. Somebody sent this to me. But you guys know I love my birds. So I cut out a bunch of these things for this next basket here. And I just have a couple more pieces that I need to put on. But this is how this one's going so far. And I love this one. Look at that with those pretty, pretty birdies. So that's the front. And there they are on the sides. And then I have another one on the back. I just need to put my two like this on the other side. And this one's all nice and dry. Yay. And I think, no, I don't have the matte finish on here yet because that's really shiny. But I'm going to be putting on this, let's see, Deco Art Duraclear Ultra Matte Polyurethane Ultra Matte Varnish. And that is great, you know, for like protecting these kind of things from like any water. If you wanted to like set a plant in here, you wouldn't have to really worry about ruining your image here on the front. This stuff works great and it dries nice and clear and it has a nice matte finish if you don't like your things like super shiny. So that is what you can tell the difference. This is the side with just the Mod Podge. Even though that's matte, I still see a lot of shine to it. But then when I put on the varnish, it toned that all down and it's just so, so pretty. I love that napkin. It's so cute. You can buy so many nice napkins. I found, I mean, I know a lot of people already know about this, but decoupagenapkins.com, you can buy individual napkins. You can buy like 2, 3, 4 of them if you want. I think they're like 80, 90 cents a piece. The shipping was really quick and thousands of different kinds of pretty napkins. So if you ever want to check that out. But I always check grocery stores wherever I'm going. All right, so let me stop yakking here. I need to get these other birdies on here. And then we're going to let all this dry, and I'll just show you guys the varnish process here, which is very, very simple. All right, so we're going to put this little birdie right here. So that's what I mean. These chip brushes are just great for this to get down into all these little places. Whoops, that one comes down pretty far, so we gotta get a little bit more down here. All right, I keep knocking my bowl over with that brush. There we go. So that's set right there. You gotta push that down. You only get like one chance to push it down because that Mod Podge comes right through. But this is so easy to do. I mean, you could line these up and do a bunch of these at one time. These would be great, I think, for craft fairs if someone wanted to do these to sell at a craft fair. I think they would probably do wonderful. I mean, I would love them. I know when I used to do craft fairs, I don't do them anymore. I'm way over that. I spent many, many a weekend getting up at the crack of dawn, hauling all my stuff to a craft fair, and You know, you put a lot of time in the stuff you make to take to a craft fair. And then people, you know, they want to haggle with you and knock down your prices. And it's like, lady, you realize this thing took me like 6 hours to make and I'm selling it to you for like $3. What more do you want? But it's just very annoying. Or people pick up your stuff, say, oh, I could do that. I could do that better than that. Anyway, you guys that do craft shows, you know. But there's also a lot of wonderful people there too. There really, really is. Where's my other birdie? All right, I'm just gonna get this guy on here and then I'm gonna let you guys go until all this stuff dries. And then we'll come back and get that varnish on there. All right, little birdie, you come over here this way. Yeah, I just covered this one in this pretty napkin because I just love, love, love this napkin. And I like that these birds, that you can get them so they're facing opposite directions. So that was pretty cool too. All right, let's get you glued down here. So simple, guys. Oops, you're up a little too high. Don't set yet. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I don't think I got any glue under there because I don't think I was going to bring it down that low. There we go. Tap that right on in there. And get some glue up here. This one I can set down because there's nothing really wet that's on the bottom. Alright. There we go. Like I said, you get that one chance there to really push it down. And these baskets really slick up the Mod Podge. So I think I've used a whole one of these to do these 2 baskets. All right, so I'm just gonna set this aside now. And there we go. That guy's all decorated up all the way around. What a cute little gift basket. Fill this up with a bunch of goodies. I mean, as somebody would absolutely love these. I know I would. That's what I go by. I'll look at it and think, oh, if somebody made that for me, I would be so happy. So, so pretty. All right, so we're gonna let these dry and then I will come back and we'll just do show you the varnish here, which is very, very simple. And I'll be right back. All right, guys, these are all pretty much dry for the most part. I did put some of that varnish on and finished up this one here, and I'll show you how I did it on that one. But look how pretty. I love this one. This is my favorite because, you know, I love birds. So I think this was so pretty. And you could fill this up with whatever. I mean, you could even put, you know, a bird on the inside if you wanted to, or on the sides, but I think that's plenty. I don't think it needs anything else. It just needs goodies on the inside. But you can see now it's like a nice matte finish. So I left this one with, I'm setting that up there. It's pretty much dry for the most part, but not, I mean, it could sit for another hour or two because, you know, it's fabric, so it's going to take a bit. I left one here. Which one is it? Okay, this is the one that just has the Mod Podge on it. You can see it's still, even though it's a matte finish, it's kind of shiny. But once I put that varnish on there, it tones all that down so nice. So it kind of just blends right in with the basket. So all you need to do for this is just take your varnish. I shake this up really good, put some in a bowl, and I'm using these Dollar Tree brushes. Nothing special. And then, where's my shiny one? Here we go. See, this one still looks wet. These look nice and dry. And it's just the Mod Podge. And it is a matte finish Mod Podge. But anyway, you're just going to want to go over this. I just like to go over the edges, just barely, a little bit, just to make sure they are all sealed down nice. Just give this a nice coat. You could give it 2 coats if you want to. I think 1 is going to be plenty for, you know, a gift basket. And there goes another annoying call that I have no clue who that is. Oh, this is getting on my nerves. I'm sure you all get these calls. They're just non-stop anymore. All right. I don't even know where that's from. I don't even know where that is in Pennsylvania. Whatever. But anyway, like I said, just take a nice thin coat of this. Like I said, if you want to do 2 coats, but it's easier to do, just do 1 thin coat first to see if, you know, that's how you like it. And if you want to go back over it again, by all means, go ahead. But there, and then that, when that will dry, it will turn into this nice matte finish. And see how it's all tucked in there and we tapped it in, so it looks like it was just made right on the rope. And the really cool, let me grab this one because this one's a little more dry. And I'll stick my finger right in the wet part of it, this one, if I don't, because that's what I always do. Get my brushes over, I gotta get them washed right out. But the really cool thing about this stuff is now that this is on here, the napkin's not like fragile anymore. You can kind of bend these, whatever. It's not going to really, I mean, you don't want to really do that too much because you don't want to take a chance of ruining it. But like I'm saying, it's very flexible once you get all that Mod Podge on there and your matte finish. So there you go, that's our birdies. And here is just the dry side is our pretty flowers. I'll take pictures of these and put a picture up at the end here. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I just wanted to show you this quick and easy and beautiful DIY that's just so easy and to make. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.